Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. This is Max and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to cover several important topics. Additionally, I would also like to address a certain issue which has been recurring in some of the YouTube videos which I came across personally when I was researching on Korea was about the aspect of Koreans being slightly racist towards foreigners because Koreans have this high standard of beauty. First point, mobile internet and SIM card. Once you arrive at the Incheon International Airport and progress towards the arrival hall, you will notice that there are certain SIM card providers which are stationed at the arrival hall itself. Some of the prominent SIM card providers in Korea are SK Telecom, Korea Telecom, and LG U Plus. I had personally purchased a LG U Plus prepaid SIM card, which was for 10 days. While purchasing the SIM card, I compared the prices of LG U Plus with those of SK Telecom as well as Korea Telecom, and all the prices of these three operators are the same. Interestingly enough, the prices which are at the Incheon International Airport's arrival hall are the exact same as what you might find in a city. Hence, I would highly recommend that if you are going to purchase a prepaid SIM card, you do it at the Incheon International Airport's arrival hall itself. Earlier, I had uploaded a YouTube video which details what you need to be aware of when you land at the Incheon International Airport. I have discussed all the details about purchasing a SIM card, how you can load the T-Money card, and so on. When you purchase a LJU Plus prepaid SIM card or any other service provider SIM card, you get an option of purchasing either a T-Money card or a Wow Pass. When I had purchased the LGU Plus 10-day SIM card, I received a T-Money card free of cost with 5,000 Korean won as preloaded within the T-Money card. A T-Money card is a card which you can use for all your transportation needs within Korea. You can use it for the metro, you can use it in the bus. The T-Money card works both in Seoul as well as in Busan. However, one very important point with regards to the T-Money card that you need to remember is that if you wish to load the T-Money card with extra Korean won, then you can only do it with cash. There are these ATM type machines which are available where you can, load the T-Money card, but the only issue is that it only accepts cash. Hence, I would highly recommend that if you are going to visit Korea, then instead of exchanging foreign currency at the airport, which is very costly, I would recommend that you purchase foreign currency in your home country at a cheaper rate, and then once you arrive at the arrival hall, you can easily load the T-Money card. Next is the Wow Pass. The Wow Pass can also be purchased at the arrival hall itself, and it can be purchased from one of the SIM card providers. One of the major differences of the Wow card and the T-Money card is that T-Money card is usually used for transportation needs. However, a Wow card acts much like a debit card in the sense that if you go to any convenience store or if you go to any particular restaurant, then you can, instead of swiping your home country's debit card, you can swipe this Wow Pass and you can pay the bill. Similar to the T-Money card, the Wow Pass can also be used for traveling via buses, subways, as well as taxis. One important point regarding the Wow Pass though, there is a particular app that you need to install in your phone when you purchase the Wow Pass, and you need to register that particular pass as well. The third important pass which is used and is specifically catered to tourists is the Discover Seoul Pass. This pass grants you access to over 100 plus tourist attractions within Seoul. This pass can also be purchased at the arrival hall of the Incheon International Airport. The Seoul pass is specifically for either 48 hours if you are going to spend 48 hours in Seoul, 72 hours, or 120 hours, that is 5 days. If you are going to visit Seoul as a couple or as a family with kids, then I would highly recommend that you buy one of the Discover Seoul Pass cards. This pass is available in a physical format at the Incheon International Airport, or it can also be available in a digital format. But in case of a digital format, there is a particular app that you need to install. The link to the Discover Soul Pass website I am linking in the description box below. If you wish to buy this particular Soul Pass, then please refer to this link. Next up, important apps that you need to be aware of when traveling in Korea. Whenever I travel to a different country, I rely heavily on Google Maps. However, in Korea, Google Maps does not work. Personally, for me, I found Naver Maps to be more useful since all the information is given in English language and it is very easy to use. In fact, for the 10-11 days that I was in Korea, I used Naver Maps completely. If you are traveling as a couple or as a family with kids, then Kakao Taxi is one particular app that you should install when in Korea. Kakao Taxi works exactly in the same way as how Uber works. I had installed Kakao Taxi as an app in my phone. However, the transport system within Korea is so fabulous and is so efficient that I never had to use it. The buses and the subway trains in both Seoul and Busan are so efficient that I never really thought of, getting a taxi anywhere. Another important app that you need to be aware of if you are going to be visiting a lot of markets within Korea, or if you are going to be interacting with the Korean nationals, is Papago. Papago is an app which is basically used for translation. So if you are conversing with a Korean national, then this is one app that you must install. Another particular app which I personally found very useful was Google Lens. When I was hiking in the Bukhansan National Park or in the Jangsan National Park in Busan, there were many signages on the road which I was not able to understand because they were in Korean. With the help of Google Lens, I could just take a photo of those signages and then translate them into English language. Similarly, when I was visiting many of the markets in Seoul as well as in Busan, many a times the local vendors they have a menu which is only in Korean. So if you want to translate on the go, Google Lens you can just take a picture and get it translated right away. Next up, budget accommodation. In Seoul, I was staying at a hostel which was located right at the Myeongdong Night Street Market. I personally loved staying at this hostel because all the facilities provided by this hostel were top notch, the location was perfect, and the premises were very well kept. In Busan, I stayed at a hostel which was located near to the Busan Central Station. My stay at this hostel was also very comfortable. There were lots of convenience stores nearby, and the hostel facilities were again top notch. Earlier, I had prepared a YouTube video which gives a detailed account of both of these hostels. So, if you are a solo traveler, then I would highly recommend that you watch this video. I'm putting the video link in the description box below. The type of accommodation depends, of course, on the type of traveler that you are. If you are traveling as a couple or if you're traveling as a family, then you will find plenty of hotels throughout Seoul as well as in Busan. If you are looking to book a hotel accommodation in Seoul, then I would personally recommend three areas. One is near the Myeongdong district, second is Itaewon market area, and third is Hongdae Street. All of these three districts have a vibrant market scene. They are very close to the subway stations and they offer very well connectivity throughout Seoul. Travel within the city and intercity. If you are in Seoul or in Busan, then you don't have to worry about travel that much. Subway trains and buses are ubiquitous and you can just swipe your T-Money card or Wow Pass and you can just travel without worry. If you are traveling from Seoul to Busan or from Busan to Seoul, then you need to purchase the tickets to the KTX. KTX is a fast train which goes from Seoul to Busan and vice versa. The travel duration for the KTX is roughly about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and you can purchase the tickets online. I have made a separate video on this, so if you are willing to purchase and travel with the KTX, then I would highly recommend that you watch this video. Now, coming up to the duration of your trip in South Korea. I personally visited Korea for about 10 to 11 days, 5 days in Seoul and 5 days in Busan. And I covered a lot of places. I visited the DMZ, I hiked the Bukhansan National Park, the Changsan National Park in Busan. I went to the Gyeongbokgung Palace. I visited numerous markets because there are so many markets in Seoul. For one particular day, I took a day trip to the Chuncheon district as well, where I visited Nami Island, the Garden of Morning Calm, and in Busan, I visited the Hondae beach. I visited some of the famous temples which are there in Busan. And overall, I felt that I covered almost 80 to 90% of the major attractions within Korea. Hence, I would recommend that if you are planning on coming to Korea and wish to explore everything, I feel that 14 days would be enough to properly explore all the major attractions within Seoul and Busan. Best time to travel to South Korea. I had personally visited Korea in the last week of September and the first week of October. The weather at that particular point in time was just perfect. It wasn't too hot nor it was too cold. However, in my personal experience, I would say mid October till first week of November would be the right time to visit Korea because it's at that particular time when the leaves of the trees they start changing their color and you can witness autumn in all its glory. Similarly, if you wish to witness the cherry blossom season, then you need to visit in the last week of March and I guess mid of April. As a solo traveler who visits different countries, I generally interact a lot with the locals, whether it's asking for directions or whether it's asking people to take my pictures, or if I'm ever visiting a restaurant or a market. One particular thing that I have noticed about the Korean people in general is that they are very, very respectful. They are incredibly hospitable, and throughout my 10-11 days in Korea, I never faced any particular issue where I thought, okay, I was on the receiving end of any mistreatment or there was any racism or anything as such. Yes, one thing that I do have to admit is that the Korean beauty standards are off the charts. If you are a foreigner who is traveling to Korea for the first time or for the end time, there are a few things that I would personally recommend. One is please be respectful of their culture, and secondly, please be very well groomed. Additionally, this is specifically for boys and men who are visiting Korea. Please, if possible, please be clean shaven. Korean people generally do not like people who have an untidy beard. So that is one of their, I would say, Korean beauty standards, if you will. But this has been my personal experience. Personally, for me, I had a wonderful time in Korea. I met some fantastic people and I made friends as well. Korea as a country is incredibly beautiful. It has a very rich tradition as well as a rich history. If you found this video helpful, informative and fun, then please do like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any feedback for me, then please let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely work on it. If you have any queries related to Seoul, Busan, or the itinerary of South Korea in general, then please let me know in the comments below and I'll definitely get back to you. I hope you had a wonderful day. I wish you Godspeed and thank you for watching.